Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Fandom Fights. We are at the finals of the teams summer tournament, the little tournament, 8-seed tournament we did here this summer. I am Timber Kala. I feel out of place because I've been at one teams match this summer, and now I'm here for the finals by myself. So this is going to be interesting, but I'm excited because we got two really great teams here. We have the number 6 seed, the Manhattan Project, looking to make their first run at the title. That's Caleb Coho and Thomas Scully. This version of the Kingsman team that they are on, we have not seen them play for a title yet, so they want to get there. But they're playing faction mates today. They're playing the number 1 seed, Wookiee Mistake, who has played for the title and played very, very well in said match and has played very, very well in every match that they've played. It's going to be, honestly, super interesting to see what happens here. All 4 of these guys are kind of like, honestly, at the end of the day, some of the best players in the league. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when all of them go head to head. We've seen a bunch of them play each other in singles and now in teams to go up against each other. It's going to be really interesting. So I'm excited to see what happens. Let's go find out right now what they think in the promos.
Hey, look, we made it to the finals. This is fun. After we lost to Lights, Camera, and Action the first time, we were like, okay, well, we're gonna come into this tournament and we're gonna win it. The goal is win it because we want to get those belts. We want to play for them. So being the underdogs in every single match we've played thus far in the tournament has been kind of like a de-stressor. It's kind of been nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's technically speaking seeding wise, but Wookiee's a great team. They had that great run in the tournament last year, and I think that this is going to be a little bit personal for you, just a little bit. But Wookiee's great. This is like the 3rd time now that I'll be playing Joe in some capacity this season. We can't get away from each other. It's just we are inevitably going to play each other forever. But this is going to be a good match. What do you think?
Yeah, this is exciting. I think yes, in seeding in terms of the seeding, we've been the underdog in every match. But I think this is the first match where we feel like the underdog because, against Lights, they'll tell you they didn't think they were a 3 seed as good as they were. And then against Necro, we came in. We
were on a mission
with blood in our eyes and came out with blood on our hands. So, but this match, they ended mischief managed. I don't like that very much. So. This is going to be a fun match, but at the end of the day, I think it's our turn for a shot at those belts. Wookiee had their shot back in December. They can have the next shot, but we want this shot.
Good luck to you guys, but hopefully more luck to us. Manners make a man.
Let's do it.
Well, this is exciting. You're in the finals once again, and it's all Kingsmen at that. So I'm just happy to be here and witness a great match. You guys have a game plan. Let's stick to it. How you feeling?
I have the good chills, the good nerves before a match that it's going to be hard. It's going to be a good match. And in this type of matches, you just want to perform and just, have a good match, have fun with faction mates, with people that you like Coho and Thomas. I don't think it's going to be any bad blood in this match. So, let's have fun, answer as many questions as we can, and good luck to them, as they said, but hopefully today, more luck to us, because we want to win 2 in a row.
Yeah. Exactly. And you know what? We came into the last team's tournament as a new team. They're coming into this team's tournament as a new team, so we know how it feels to try and get that first team's tournament and win it. And look, we haven't necessarily set the world on fire like we did in our first season, but we were a new team and we had to break those records to win those matches. But now Dave and I, we're more settled, we're ready, and we're just doing what we do. And we're going to have to do very well today, but I'm sure we will. Manners maketh man. Good luck, boys.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, those were the promos. Yeah, let's get into it. Round number 1. It's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions. 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question Oh no, what could it be? Did I say the repeats? I don't fucking know. I'm so tired. 3 repeats and challenge for the entirety of the match. I'm saying it again. And also, you know what? I'm gonna shake this up a little bit. We're gonna go like that. I think that looks cooler. Okay, so any questions, boys, as we get into round number 1?
Let's do it.
All right. So question number 1 comes from the category of Worlds of DC. And the question is, in Shazam, once he draws Envy out of Savannah, how specifically does Shazam then get rid of Envy? And we are looking for a very specific answer. So, ergo, specifically. I said it in a match we did yesterday, but when you're talking about this movie, you have to yell the title as loud as humanly possible, or else it doesn't count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Coho.
I said traps Envy in the orb.
And David.
Lightning?
And Scully.
I said drops him into the sewers.
And Joe.
It makes him feel small / shrink. I'm going to change my pen for the next question.
Makes him feel okay. All incorrect. David was the closest, but like I said, we need the specific. He hits him with lightning when he changes back into Billy by yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's what we were looking for. So no perfect rounds today, but
I remember
we're gonna get into the next question in MCU. In Iron Man 2. What is the name of the machines that Justin Hammer is introducing along with War Machine at the Stark Expo? If there was one fictional thing I could go to, it would not be the Stark Expo. I got you there. I made you think that I was gonna say I was gonna, but 5, 4,
That's so rude.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. It's dangerous there. There's exploding things. Scully, we'll start with you.
Hammer drones.
And David.
Yeah. Hammer Throne.
And Joe.
Hammer drones.
And Coho.
Hammer drones.
All correct.
And no one said stop for their answer. Disappointing.
Next question is in DreamWorks Animation. Who voices Master Shifu in the Kung Fu Panda series? These are good movies. I like the first one fine, but I think the second one is really good. I think the third one's pretty good too. I think it's a little underrated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with David.
Oh, really good. Dustin Hoffman?
And Scully.
Dustin Hoffman.
Joe.
Dustin Hoffman.
And Coho.
Cody's favorite, Dustin Hoffman.
That is correct on both accounts. Another clean sweep. As we get into the next question, which is in Star Trek. Along with blood-stained uniforms, what objects are Spock and the crew looking for as evidence aboard the Enterprise to clear Bones and Kirk's names in the undiscovered country? I recently did the Star Trek rewatch, and this movie fucking slaps. It's so good. I don't know why I was so against it for so long. This movie is really good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Scully, we'll start with you.
Boots.
And Joe.
Magnetic boots.
And Coho.
Gravity boots.
And David.
Gravity boots.
Yep, we'll accept all of those answers as we get into the next one, which is in Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film was the second one to feature Moaning Myrtle? As a child, this character freaked me out for reasons. but it didn't freak me out as much as some other things in this franchise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Joe first.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And Coho.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
David.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And Scully.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
That is correct.
Goblet of Fire.
Clean sweep. As we get into the next question, which is in Disney animation. In Hercules, why doesn't the potion fully work on Hercules as a baby in draining him of his god powers? Earlier this season in a tournament match, I said that I have godlike powers because I don't immediately shit after Taco Bell. To which Scully said, I steal stomach or something along those lines. It was a conversation. It happened.
I've never had a taco
I
in
had
my
one
life.
today, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Coho.
He didn't drink every last drop of the potion.
David.
He left a single drop in the bottle.
And Scully.
One drop of it isn't consumed by Hercules.
And Joe.
One drop remains in the bottle.
That is correct. Everybody gets the point. We stay tied 10-10 as we get into the next one, which is in Star Wars. What does Rey do with Luke and Leia's lightsabers at the end of The Rise of Skywalker? I recently found out that David had a letterboxd. He had lots of nice things to say about this movie.
Yep.
I believe all 4 of his favorite film spots on his profile are just Rise of Skywalker.
That's true. Something funny happened today with Scully on Letterboxd.
Oh, yeah.
Well, heads down. Let's go to David first.
Buries them in the sun on Tatooine.
And Scully.
Buries them on Tatooine.
And Joe.
Buries them on Tatooine.
And Coho.
Buries them on Tatooine using the Force.
We would have just accepted buries them, but yeah, you're all correct. Thank you for the tattooing. That was very, yeah, woo. All right, next question is going to be in scores and soundtracks. Who has composed the most scores for Pixar films? I once watched a Pixar film. I've only seen one. Well, no, I guess I've seen. Is it 2? Yeah, I think I've seen 2. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
It's going to be the first repeat from Manhattan. Who has composed the most scores for Pixar films? I say Manhattan, but of course, as I say on my board, I actually have Manhat written. Because that's much easier. Wookiee I spelled out. I don't know why I was so lazy on the other one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Scully.
It was either this one or the other one. So I said Michael Giacchino.
And let's go to Joe.
Randy Newman.
And we'll go to Coho.
Randy Newman.
And we'll go to David.
Randy Newman?
Randy Newman is correct. So, Wookiee taking a 1-point lead there, striking first blood. As we get into the penultimate question, which is in the category of DC. Which DC film features a villain that needs sunlight in order to fight? Well, that rhymed a little bit there. I should start a rap group. We'll call ourselves Sunlight to Fight. I'm just kidding. I can't rap. I can't sing. I'm not very musically inclined. That's not true. I play the drums. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I think we're to Joe.
I nearly wrote the character by mistake, but Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
And Coho.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
David.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
And Scully.
Superman 4: The Quest for Peace.
That is correct. So it's a 1-point game as we get into the final question of the round. It's in the category of YA dystopia. And the question is, in The Maze Runner, which number exit does the group use to finally escape the maze? This is actually a pretty good movie. I like this trilogy. I think the third one is probably the best one, but I like all of them. But 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Coho.
I just said 4.
And David.
7.
And Scully.
7.
And Joe.
7.
7 is correct. So with that, great round one for both teams. Manhattan gets up to 16. But Wookiee, both players collectively only missing the first question for a total of 18 points.
David,
So
you were that close to it. You were that close.
very close game. Very
Between the
close
like
game.
it and the good bites, twice already the perfect round.
As we get into round number 2, here's how it's going to work. It is the wheel round. I'm going to bring up the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. Or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. You got 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. And then if you go to multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1. And Joe, what is that behind you? Is that Joe? Oh, it's stealing. They're stealing. Be careful. It almost got you, Joe. Stealing's available in round number 2, so be careful. All right. The wheel. The categories on it today are Disney animation, horror icons, Disney live action, Marvel, Star Wars, scores and soundtracks, Middle-earth, and Worlds of DC. So, Wookiee, you guys are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
Great first round, guys. How you feeling?
Stick to the plan. We said, I don't remember what we said.
Dave, how do you feel about this? What do you want to do?
I don't mind. There is advantages in both. Do you want to go first and try? Because there aren't a lot of like.
We stick to the usual. I think that's probably what we should do. Let's spin first.
All right. So this is going to be the spin for Wookiee. And it lands on Disney live action. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Yeah. I think we can do better.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
All right.
Spin that wheel.
This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on Marvel.
Okay.
All right. So, sorry. Were you going to say something, Thomas?
No, I was just gonna say y'all got 3 repeats, multiple choice if you need them. Do it.
All right. Wookiee, are you prepared for your questions in Marvel?
Let's do it.
All right, your first question. Which Marvel film features a Puerto Rican witch doctor named Candelaria?
It's,
The Punisher, right?
yeah, 2004's The Punisher. The Punisher, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who physically plays the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer?
So,
Doug Jones?
yeah, Fishbone's the voice, Doug Jones is the physicality. So, yeah.
Go ahead.
Doug Jones, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What is the real full name of the Blob in X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Fred.
Fred Dukes, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
No, I said Bob.
Your fourth question. In Spider-Man 3, Venom pretends to be what in order to kidnap Mary Jane?
Taxi driver?
Yep. Rings a bell.
Taxi driver, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What type of object does Chris D'Amico's mother die in Kick-Ass 2?
It's a tanning bed.
Okay.
A tanning bed. Final answer.
For the clean sweep, that is correct.
I didn't remember that joke. Thank goodness.
Bringing their total up to 28. As we bring back the wheel for Manhattan. Here is your spin, Manhattan. It is a free spin.
We'll take it.
Like the exact same round, please.
And it lands on opponent's choice.
Lovely.
Do you need the categories again, Wookiee?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
The categories that you can choose from are Disney animation, horror icons, Disney live action, Star Wars, scores and soundtracks, Middle Earth, and Worlds of DC.
So, did we say horror?
Yeah, I think that's where we need to go with this.
Okay.
Horror icons.
All right. All right. Manhattan, are you prepared for your questions in horror icons?
Let's do it.
Your first question. Which Friday the 13th film features an annoying neighbor named Ethel who is killed while making stew?
That is Friday. That is part 5, A New Beginning.
Okay.
Friday the 13th, part 5, A New Beginning. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, what does Jamie Lloyd use to stab Darlene at the very end of the film?
It's scissors.
Go for it.
Scissors. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. In how many Nightmare on Elm Street films does John Saxon appear?
Oh, okay. So Saxon, I believe, yeah. So he is in the
He's in the first one?
He's in the third,
And he's in a New Nightmare.
and he's in New Nightmare. So it's 3, I believe.
Yeah.
3. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. In Friday the 13th, 2009, Chewie dies in the shed after offering Jason what piece of sporting equipment?
Oh, I don't. Is it Oh shit.
Why are you? Do you know what it is? You don't know what it's called?
I'm thinking we should go multiple. I think I might. Yeah, I think we should go
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, a basketball, B, a baseball glove, C, a hockey stick, D, a tennis racket.
I believe it's a hockey stick.
Okay.
Hockey stick. Final answer.
A little on the nose and correct. That is the correct answer. All right, and your final question in Horror Icons. What is the name of the private boarding school of which Laurie is now the head mistress of in Halloween H2O 20 years later?
It's not. It's not Weston Hills. That's a psychiatric center. It's. Oh, what the fuck is it?
Do you need multiple?
Let me see if I can think it out.
Okay.
5.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Pinehurst Academy, B, Hillcrest Academy, C, Craywell Academy, D, Meadowbrook Academy.
It's B.
Okay.
B. Final answer.
That is correct. For
Nice
a
round.
clean sweep as
Very good.
well. Checking a multiple
job.
choice a couple times, but making their way through, getting up to I have 24 to 28. It is a 4-point game going into round number 3. It's the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. We are going to say category. Then the players are going to have to decide who is going to take it from each team and how many points to bet. You can bet 0, 1, or 2 points on the question. If you get the question right, you gain those points. You get the question wrong, you'll lose those points. Whoever takes the first question, the other player has to take the second. It will reset on questions 3 and 4, and you can work together on question 5. Any questions?
Let's do it.
Go.
All right. The first category you can bet points on is going to be scores and soundtracks. So who's going to take it and how many points?
I think we can go in game on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thomas?
I'm up to it.
Okay, we're all set.
Mhm.
All right, Joe and Caleb, right?
Yeah.
Caleb, how many points?
This is a familiar situation. 2.
And Joe.
2.
All right, the question is, which Marvel film composer composed the score for Freddy vs. Jason? I once starred in a web show called Tim versus Nick, and I lost every time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. That was only twice. Let's start with Coho
Graham Revell.
and Joe.
Mark Isham.
Yes. Do you still have it on your board, Coho?
I don't. I had GrameRevE.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so yes, Graham Revell is correct. So Wookiee will lose 2 points and go down to 26. Gaining 2 points, Manhattan goes up to 26, and we are now tied going into the next question, which is in the category of Star Wars.
This is a familiar.
Right,
Yeah.
Scott.
I will make sure to put M's and M's. Correct.
Rise of Skywalker. Baby.
Yeah. No, I hope not.
All right, let's get that starting with David and Scully.
2.
All right, here's the question. Name one person that Darth Vader kills using a force choke in the original trilogy. I was once in an original trilogy. It was called Mayhem at the Multiplex, and I lost both times. That's not true. I won Fanzone. So, hey, although it was still called that other thing at the time. So that was gross. 5, 4, 3,
I didn't come up with the original name too.
1. Pens down. Let's start with David
Admiral Ossel.
and Scully.
Admiral Ozzel.
That's correct. We also would have accepted Captain Nida. So both gaining 2 points, 28 to 28. You can now reset who takes the next question. And the next question, it's everyone's favorite. It's fandom quotes.
This one?
I can bite the bullet on it. I don't know why I should bet though.
Do you? I mean, it's quotes. Do you want me to try and get it?
I can try and take it.
Okay. What do you want to bet?
War for the Planet.
I think Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
All right.
Yeah.
I trust you, Coho.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right. So Coho and Joe.
Yeah.
Coho, we'll start with you.
0.
And Joe.
1.
Okay. Here's the question. Which Middle-earth character said the quote, "You sit here in these vast halls with a crown upon your head, and yet you are lesser now than you have ever been"? I once sat in a vast hall with a crown upon my head, and I lost.
I thought it was Coho.
It's not a great time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Coho because he bet 0.
I guess Gandalf. I don't know.
And Joe.
Dwalin.
Dwalin is correct. So Wookiee takes a 1-point lead. It is now 29 to 28. And oh boy, next category is fandom Oscars.
Son of a bitch.
You trust me?
I trust you. You go.
Men in Black. Just play it Men in Black.
So that means they're playing 0.
I mean, what are the odds of that happening?
I know, right? What are the odds? Fuck.
When you said I'll bite the bullet on this one, I was laughing.
We should have flipped it. You probably would have gotten the last one too.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, son of a bitch. We
Yeah.
should've-
Are you good, Thomas?
I'm good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Let's get that starting with David and Scully.
2.
All right, here's the question. Name one of the 2 Disney animated songs nominated for Best Original Song in the 1970s. I've never been to the 1970s, but I'm sure I would have lost. So, probably going to be a theme of today.
I was gonna say this is a good running bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with David, who bet 0,
I couldn't think of anything.
and Scully.
Love.
Love is correct. Love from Robin Hood,
Nice
or
work.
Someone's Waiting for You from the Rescuers. So here's the situation. We got one question left. The teams can now work together. It's 30-29 in favor of Manhattan. So Manhattan, you're going to get to pick. You want question 1 or 2 after I say the category. The category is, it's my favorite. It's Jimmy Bond.
So here's the thing: they gotta shoot 2. We might as well shoot 2.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But you pick the number. You pick the number.
Let's go 1, I think.
We'll take question 1.
All right.
You know what you got to do.
Regardless of
Repeats.
what, I think this is always
Yeah.
going to be the case. Regardless of what the score was, we were always.
Whatever happens, this has been a great match, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get bets starting with Wookiee
2.
and Manhattan.
No choice. 2.
All right, we're going to start with Wookiee Mistake as they are down. Boys, you are getting question number 2. Here's your question. In You Only Live Twice, Bond fakes his death by getting stuck inside of what, which is then riddled with bullets?
It's a pull-down bed.
Okay.
A pull-down bed. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points, bringing their total up to 31. Here is now the situation. Manhattan has bet 2. They need to hit this question in order to win the match. If they miss, Wookiee will be the tournament winners. If Manhattan hits, they will win and go on to play for the title. So, Manhattan Project, your question in Jimmy Bond. How specifically are Sir Timothy Havelock and his wife killed at the beginning of For Your Eyes Only?
They are shot. So, Coho, they are shot while on their boat.
That is the most specific thing you can say, right? Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much. Okay, so
I trust you then.
they are shot while on their boat. Final answer.
And your winner, Wookiee Mistake. The answer we were looking for was shot by a plane, while Scully and Coho's answer of the boat was a little specific. We were looking for specifically what they were killed with. They were killed with the plane, and the guns on the plane. Being on the boat doesn't unfortunately have to do with them dying, so that's where we're leaning. That's where we went, and Wookiee has won the match. So we are going to start by talking to the winners of the tournament. Wookiee Mistake, you guys have won the team's tournament. How are you guys feeling?
Personally, it's a sense of relief.
Yeah, but
You know, not betting 2 in quotes, but damn, that may be the finest margins a match in Fandom has ever been won by. In my head, when that question came out, I had shot by a plane, but you know, you can see where Scully went with it. It's not
It's not-
incorrect.
it's not the ideal way to win. It's not the ideal way.
Because I said it in the pre-match. We know how it feels to be a new team coming in, and yeah, it's not the ideal way to win. They played absolutely lights out. You saw how that round 1 went. There was so many clean sweeps in that. It was, and let's be honest, horror icons.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We went with it because it was their strengths that they put on. Scores and soundtracks and geek categories. We're not going to give them.
I think they outplayed us today.
Yeah.
Being completely honest, I think they outplayed us today. We spun opponent's choice. The wheel was very kind to us, and we still lost in a technicality. I think that speaks tons of how incredible players Cojo and Scully are.
100%.
And I guess out of respect, we just have to take the titles this time.
Yeah. I think we need to come into the title match now with the same energy that we came into our first team's tournament, which was basically boring, old, irrelevant, yesterday's news, out of the way, excuse me, we're coming in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited. Like full disclosure, that was probably the most fun I've had in a title match was playing you two. It was the most we've been pushed. I had a blast with it. I'm excited to play you guys again. Looking forward to seeing you guys at Mayhem. David, you had one more thing you want to say?
Now that you mentioned it, I want to say that we are going to play you guys. And I think that the leagues are better because players and teams like you two exist. Because when you have a team or a player that just wins and wins and wins, and settles a goal that the teams that go into the championship match, we know we have to prepare like never before to just compete. And I think that's what makes the matches quality. So I think that's on you guys.
I appreciate that. I feel the same way. It's going to be a great match. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, they got their work cut out for them. Saying they got their work cut out for them, but they're hungry again. They're hungry, so it's going to be a good match. Can't wait. Whew.
We'll see you guys at Mayhem. It's going to be great. Let's move over to the Manhattan Project. Guys, I can imagine not the way you wanted it to end, but
that one hurts.
You played a hell of a game, 16 points in round number 1. You got a category that I don't think you were excited about, and you swept it in opponent's choice on horror icons. And you played a great round 3. It just came down to the bond there at the end. But otherwise, you guys played fantastic. How are we feeling overall?
That hurts. We clearly knew the answer to the last one. It's just about the wording of what we needed to say. Yeah, that one hurts. We could have flipped quotes and Oscars, and that would have also probably sealed the deal on who wins this match. We could have. I was going to write 7 in round 1 for the door, and I second guessed myself. There's little moments throughout the entire match that just cost us this one, and it hurts. But yeah, you live and you learn. But congrats for Wookiee. They're going to play a hell of a title match again. But yeah, this one smarts a little bit.
Yeah. Scully, you want to add anything?
No, I'm good.
That's fair. All right. Well, we will definitely see you guys again very soon, post-tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys come back. You guys are a great team. This is the team that we said we weren't surprised when it came together, and you guys haven't disappointed yet. So great job today. All right. That's going to do it for us in the tournament finals of Fandom Fights. We had a great match overall. It was really, really close. I think both teams played lights out. But like I said at the top, these are 4 guys who are just playing at the top of their game, and you put them together and the outcome is different every time probably. So crazy match. I'm looking forward to seeing the next one for Manhattan, and I'm looking forward to Mayhem. It's going to be a good match. So for everybody here for Manhattan, Wookiee, Thomas Eanes, myself, this has been Fandom Fights. We'll see you guys real soon with that title match at Mayhem. See ya.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh?